Hi there, how's it going? This is Cross the Rubicon channel. Well, I seem to be back on YouTube after about 7 or 8 days off. It's internal within New Zealand and it's not YouTube at all. It's within New Zealand that this is happening. But anyway, the last video I made, I think, was on Telegram quite a few days ago. And I called out basically a few people in the freedom movement, so-called freedom movement, who are ignoring Carl Bromley's run for mayor of Christchurch. I can't understand it. I don't understand it. I can't get my head around why they are ignoring Carl and not telling their supporters to actually support Carl. This is the best chance you've got of putting one of your people from the freedom movement in a real position of influence, the Christchurch mayor. It's one of the biggest jobs in the country. Christchurch is New Zealand's second biggest city. So why aren't you supporting him? You know who you are around Rangiora and Nelson, who's on holiday in the UK at the minute. Why aren't you supporting Carl Bromley? I just don't understand it. Do you think he's an extremist? Is it because of his association with me? What is your problem with me or Carl? Last week I had a spat with someone online who said I was unorthodox. Unorthodox? What do you want exactly? Do you want everybody to be orthodox, middle of the road? Not shaking any trees, not upsetting anybody? Honestly, people, you need people like me and Carl Bromley, me especially, to get underneath people's skins. But for some bizarre reason, you so-called people, you leaders on the right or the freedom movement, are offended by things I say. You're offended by me upsetting people. What's wrong with you? You know who you are. Are you that lily-livered, wet bus tickets? Honestly, because that's the way you're coming over. And if you people think that you've got to be orthodox to get in power, basically be mealy-mouthed and not upset anybody along the way, then you're not going to get anywhere. You really aren't. These people have got no bottle now. And I'll say it again, you know who you are. I'm calling you out. You know who you are. I say you've got no bottle, no courage whatsoever. So why do people think that these people are going to suddenly get into power and they're going to become strong leaders? They will be exactly the same in power. They're gutless now. They will be gutless if they got anywhere near power. At least I, myself, can say about myself that I do call out these rats that are in Parliament, these gutless, cowardly bullies in Parliament, right at the very top of the Maori tree, and other politicians from other political parties. They should be called out. But for some reason, that's offensive. Why is it offensive? People, you've got to wake up. You need people like myself and Carl Bromley. These people that have once led the New Conservatives and the Outdoors Party are not doing it. They're not. Listen, these people are not speaking the truth. They're being economical with the truth. They're terrified of upsetting anybody because they don't want any negative media coverage. Is that really a leader? Really? Honestly? Is that the person you want leading a party? Is that the kind of person you want to be behind? A person that's got zero, absolutely zero bottle. Wet bus tickets. That's all they are. Mealy-mouthed cowards. I'll call them. You know who they are. They know who they are because they'll be watching this video. I don't mind telling you, I'm in Nelson at the minute, visiting my daughter. But I don't mind telling you, I've been deflated for the past 3 weeks to a month. Absolutely deflated because I'm sick to death of these people being so gutless. And they're ignoring myself, they're ignoring Carl. And it's affecting me. It's getting on my nerves, I'll be honest with you. And they're not, well, we've had this farmer that's come from down south making a bit of a name for himself. And he comes up to Rangiora, he comes up and down the country interviewing people that are the middle of the road. The people I've just been talking about, interviewing them. People who are too gutless to call anything out. They are, I was going to swear then, these people are mealy-mouthed, gutless weeds. But do they interview me? Do they interview Carl? Not a chance. I'm on the cusp of just giving it up, giving it all up, because is it worth it? Is it worth fighting for these people? It's pointless. These people are gutless now. They won't say the truth. They won't call people out because they don't want to offend people. They don't want any negative media coverage. What are they going to be like in Parliament? What are they going to be like when they're faced with Rawiri Waititi and Debbie Packer? What are they going to be like then? They will disappear up their own backsides. You know they will. Do you think I would? Do you really think I would? I would relish the thought of having a crack at these people. I want to have a crack at these people. I'd love for the media to put me in a room with about 3 or 4 of them and film it, a debate, live. It has to be live, though. But it'll never happen. These people will not entertain me being anywhere near them. Do you know why? Because I don't fear them. I have no fear of them. And I don't care what I say to them. And I don't care what the media say about me. That is strength. But apparently for the people of New Zealand, they just can't handle that. They just can't handle someone like me. Like I said, I'm on the cusp of giving up, throwing the towel in, because it's pointless. When you're surrounded by gutless people who, well, they talk the talk, but they don't walk the walk. They won't have it. They stand up there and they give it all a big one. And yet when if he does fail, which he probably will fails to become Christchurch mayor, these people will still be saying the same things. We need someone on the inside. We need this. We need that. When they failed to even promote Carl. They failed to even mention his name anywhere. They will do the same over and over and over again. It's like they don't want power. They pretend they want it, but they don't want it. And they certainly don't want Carl to be in a position of power, because they want it for themselves. But they won't even run for it themselves. So instead, they seem to collude together to sabotage Carl's chances. And even myself, they collude together to sabotage me, because they think I'm a little bit too on the extreme and the aggressive side. But there you go. That's me venting my spleen. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is Cross the Rubicon. Please like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this video everywhere. Oh, and follow my story. It's a fictional story on Telegram as well. And it's about what could happen starting from tomorrow, would you believe? And I think I'm on day 6 now, writing. It's like a mini story of what could possibly happen in the world within the next coming weeks. See you later.